Hi, it's Hans Lysglimt here. Today is June 2nd, 2009. And I thought that I would give you a update on what's going on with Farmann and the launch of the magazine and the whole concept around Farmann. And as you know, I've been working on this project now with relaunching Farmann both on the web, in print, and now in video for about 8 years, since I was able to pick up the brand name Farmann and the legacy around the magazine. And as we know, everything is moving online, and one of the major issues for anything online is revenue, how to create revenue. And that's really where Farmann is right now. We're working on the projects, everything is going steady there, and we have increasing web traffic, increasing video traffic, things are looking good. And we need a revenue model to go with the project, because the project will not be viable without a revenue model. And some of you have seen that I have put up some videos on the channel here about some of the parallel systems and websites that we're setting up as a revenue generating model around Farmann. As you know, I've been an internet entrepreneur since about '99, when I started the company Runbox, where I currently am the chairman, and that is providing me personally some revenue, but the Farmann project as such is separate from Runbox. So it needs to create its own revenue to stand on its own feet, and that's where we have created a number of satellite sites or sites that somewhat related when it comes to maintenance and marketing and running the sites. But of course, Farmann content-wise is absolutely independent, and the content of Farmann is really based on the classic Farmann magazine that went away in 1989 after almost 100 years in publication in Norway. And then Austrian economics, the concept of Austrian economics. And then thirdly, and really least importantly, what the individual writers in Farmann believe as individuals. I mean, what I think as a writer in Farmann is really not just secondary, but third from those two concepts. First, the revival and the attachment to the old Farmann classic magazine, and that of Austrian economics. So, okay, so I've made a few marketing videos about the other concepts. One of them is tvalley.com, which is a forum for TV viewers. It's absolutely independent content-wise from Farmann, but is running some of the same software and some of the same marketing strategies. Then there's a site called Poster Wall. It is a site that allows people to upload files to Facebook and group chat and stuff like that. There's another site called Work One. It's a community for people that are looking for work, unemployed. And a few other sites like that, about a dozen different sites. And the strategy, of course, is to generate revenue in these sites in order to have like a media group, you know, that will enable a continuous funding of the Farmann project. And I must say that, you know, everyone is searching for the right business models online right now, and no one is really sure how this is going to work out because things are changing so fast. So we're betting on, with this Farmann company that we're setting up, we're betting on a number of different strategies there, and we need your help. You know, we really appreciate any help we can get. I went out to the community around Farmann and asked if people would be able to set up some links to TV Alley, and a number of sites did, and we really appreciate that. And we do call out to everyone's watching Farmann and following what we do to get any kind of marketing that you might be able to give us would be much appreciated. And if you market Farmann as such, or any of these satellite sites, it goes to the same purpose, and very much appreciated. Now the problem, of course, with marketing the other sites or mentioning them on Farmann is partly to do it absolutely ethically, so it's not any mix-up of things, but also it's kind of diluting the message and might get people confused. And we've seen a drop in the number of views on the video channel here on YouTube, and that might be due to these sort of videos that didn't quite fit into the financial videos that we do for Farmann. And we might have to stop that. Maybe that kind of confuses the viewers, and we have to find other ways to do it. But of course, with some 1,200 viewers on the channel or subscribers, of course, if we release something, we know that it's going to get some traction. And once it's out there, it's being viewed, 100 times a day or whatever, and it's just generating traffic and revenue to the sites, which is very beneficial. Another thing when it comes to video, of course, is that these 10 minutes videos on YouTube, the 10-minute limit, really, it stresses things up. It kind of pushes things more than what should be necessary. So we've signed up at Farmann. We signed up an account with Vimeo, Vimeo.com, and it's a premium account where we can upload any kind of length of videos. So you can expect to see videos, longer videos, where we go more in depth about different issues, and they will be published on Vimeo and accessible through the Farmann site, of course. So so that's another way we reach out. We reach out now on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, RSS feeds, email. So there's a number of ways to reach Farmann, and I really appreciate when people go to the front page of Farmann and sign up to the various ways that we can reach out with our message, because it needs really to be a multi-channel approach where the messages can go out in a number of different ways. And it used to be that email was the way to reach out, but nowadays you have to really follow through on all the channels. So that's pretty much where we're at, and we're doing well. We're doing good. This Runbox company that I have is doing well, and these other sites are growing and producing some revenue when it comes to subscriptions and advertising. But really, we're still, I have to admit, still working on the business model for Farmann. One option is still to print the magazine, and we're considering that continuously, if it's possible to print the magazine and go through subscriptions by print. But of course, print is on a downward slope, so we're really fighting a doing something in print is really going against the tide, and there might still though be a way to do a print magazine that is not sort of news oriented, but it's more feature oriented and more timeless material. And I personally believe that if we do a print magazine, that's the way it has to be. It has to be something timeless and not very frequent. We don't have to come every week or every 2 weeks, maybe just a few times per year, quarterly maybe. And if we do a print magazine, that will be the way it will be done. And the language question also, of course, is there. Farmann is bilingual. We're doing both Norwegian/Scandinavian and English material at once. So this is a project still in development, and the road is made as we walk down the road here. We're very much committed to the Farmann project. There's a core team, about a dozen people involved, and the idea that carried the project, that of the classical Farmann magazine and that of Austrian economics, these things will not go away, and these things are very much needed. So the faith is there and the spirit is there. So we'll continue this work, but the exact format and how exactly it will be done, that is something that is evolving dynamically. Well, that was an update about the Farmann project. I hope you appreciated that, and do follow us on all the different channels. Thanks.